In India, the most important sun god in India was Krishna. We know that the Jesuits, when they went into India back in the 1500s, they learned very quickly the whole religion of God's Son, the light of the world in India, who was Krishna. And they came back and infiltrated those teachings and concepts into what we call Christianity. This is the work of the church borrowing the stories from the ancient world of sun gods who died on the cross. Now here is an ancient Babylonian king, and his name was Shemesh. And he was a Babylonian sun king, and you'll see the altar in front of him has the sun. But this is very important, a Babylonian king being worshipped, and his name was Shemesh. It's because in the Hebrew language, or in the Jews, Shemesh is the sun in the Jewish language. Here we have 37 of what we call sons of God from the ancient world to the modern. And they all have the same identity and the same stories that go with their lives. They were born of a virgin, they died on a cross, they were dead for 3 days and then was resurrected and came back. Their father was a carpenter, and they had 12, almost all of these had 12 followers or 12 apostles. They had the same story that we have in Christianity 37 times over. So it's a continuation of the same story coming out of the ancient world, and today we call it Catholicism or Christianity. So the reason why these themes keep repeating themselves is because it is what is called the greatest story ever told. I think it is the greatest story ever told, that the sun is born each morning and ultimately dies at night, and then emerges the next morning and brings life back again, but then dies again. And so the whole story is on the subjects of the whole universe and how our skies work and how the planets work. I think that the idea that there are 37 major gods, sun gods, and each have the same kind of a story where they died and were resurrected, and they had a virgin birth, it seems to imply that there was some sort of an ancient, really, truly ancient culture that developed this idea and this story for the world, and therefore it has become known as the greatest story ever told, because it is in fact the greatest story ever told, because so many ancient cultures have picked it up and applied to their own selves, their own gods, who had the same story of dying on a cross and being resurrected. There will not be any Messiah coming back for the Jews, for the Christians, or for any other religion on the earth. It's all based on ancient concepts of the prehistoric and ancient world of the sun representing life to the earth. So there won't be any Messiah coming back because there was none to start with. It's all based on the sun being the giver of life. So now that we have the technology today that we have, where we can talk to the world through the system of technology, we can now begin to show the whole world where all of this has come from. All of these ideas and concepts and gods and sun gods have come from. We're now able to do that with the technology we have today. So many people today are now beginning to see that their ancient and highly venerated religions are merely part of a world continuation of a same story, the greatest story ever told.